bits today. I've been sort of sampling my gimbal. I'm on that today. So I do apologise if I don't read your comments quick enough. But yeah, I'm using a mobile. So we're just going to see how this gimbal goes with it as I'm on live. And what I'm doing is a really cheap version of a carbonara, like, but mashed up. So we've got some chopped mushrooms, we've got some chopped ham, and we've got some chopped cheap cheese. But the main reason for it is I picked up this beautiful pasta. You see that, guys? Yeah, it's really good. It's beautiful pasta from a local mirror market. Really nice. And the boiled water is boiling now, so I can chuck that in. So that's really good timing. I didn't want to waste time with you watching me boil water because that is extremely boring. Alright, so that's going in here. And as you can tell, this is following me really nicely. So that is a really good pasta, and it's not as dense as the British packet pasta. So again, not going to take very long. We're not going to give it very long either, because in this pan here I've got some of my white sauce that I made up a couple of weeks ago. I've got that just for frosting in the pan here while my pasta cooks away. We're blatantly just going to mix everything into the pasta sauce and hopefully come up with an amazing dinner. So we do hope so. Alright, I just pop that down there a minute. So, I just changed this a minute, just bear with me. That's better. I've also wanted to share with you, I'm just going to pop this on for 2 minutes so I don't forget about it. There we go. Well, I'm actually here. I don't know if you remember, I think last week before, I was saying about the lettuce. Well, I'm still using mine, and this is the Oloroso that I picked up from a local veg shop. And it's kept really nicely in my fridge. I've still got a little bit left. And it's nice and firm, it's not rotted. I'm going to chop some of that up because I've used all my lettuce up. I'm going to do the same again and make a nice mixed lettuce for me to use during the week. I also want a little bit of this to get for dinner tonight, so that's worked out lovely. And I'm going to again mix it with the cos because the cos is really better and could always do with a lift. And pop some of that into there. I'm going to have salad with my pasta because it's just something to bulk it out with. Hi guys, thanks for your comments, really appreciate it. I've literally looked round and I've just seen all your comments. Thank you so much and thank you for tuning in. Cheers guys. Alright, back to my lettuce. Oh dear. I'm just going to give a read a minute. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you, all your comments, and thanks for tuning in. So, right, I'm just going to go get my cos lettuce because I forgot to get that out. The pasta is looking really good. We got the white sauce. Can go down a bit now. So, you don't even need to make the white sauce up. You just pull it out of the freezer and it's done. And to that, I'm just going to chuck some cheap cheese in it. There we go. There we are. Well, the thing is, because I don't want this pasta, that's nearly floating really, but I want it to cook in the rest of this white sauce. So I'm just going to let that cheese melt a bit. Then we're going to throw in our mushrooms, some ham. Our pasta's starting to float, so I'm actually going to take that off. Swap that over, turn the heat down, and with my colander, Oh, there we go. God, everything's such a mess. Ah! Oh, thanks. It's really sweet of you to comment on that. I really appreciate that because they are so good out there. Seriously. Oh my God, I'm such an amateur compared to people out there. I'm just doing what I know, and this is all I know, which ain't a lot. Alright, got my pasta is in now in my colander, and that's drying off. I'm going to turn this down because that's a wee bit too hot for my white sauce. So, look guys, easy. Come back camera, there we go. Right, nice and easy, white sauce, out of the freezer. I had a nice easy dinner. And as I said, I got some chopped up mushrooms, some chopped up chestnut mushrooms because they've got more flavour, and some chopped up ham in a pan. Give that a mix. Because really, we really just want our mushrooms to cook. And look. When I stir it out, you see that lovely cheese all around there, nicely melting. We'll add a little bit more milk. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit of buttermilk to that. So if you come with me to my fridge, you see it all the way down there. Actually, I think I've got enough milk, so I need to go buy some from the farm. So I'm going to take a little bit of milk out for myself. So I've done that last time. I'm just going to add this little bit into there, like so. The rest I'll pour back in here for a minute. Excellent. So how is everyone's evening? How are we all doing? Are we all settled in so we might actually get a summer in sunny old England? Yeah, we're getting there. Alright, just going to give that a mix. There we are. I'm going to get my dog out of the kitchen for the minute before I trip over him. So, all we've got in there, a nice lot of cheese, some ham, some mushrooms. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, and thank you for your comment. Yasmin! Thank you. I'm just going to leave that heat back up. And as I said, it's up to you. Add salt, pepper, whatever you want. It is your dish. Put the milk back in the fridge for now. I can go in the wash. You can go out to the kitchen. Alright. Where's that cod lettuce to? There we go. And this is still the cod that Mum picked up for that massive order that she got from Lidl. That is still looking perfectly fine to me, guys. Please check out that reel. For £1.50, the veg that you got off that order was amazing. Proof, I'm still using it. So, nothing wrong with that order. I'm actually just going to pop a lid on this one, because I don't want to keep the heat in. And this is a really easy dish for anyone to follow. What has happened here? Oh, there we go. Oh, we don't know what happened there, but he suddenly disappeared. I think it was following me, and because I went down, it sort of cut off. But never mind. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, this is a really easy dish. Any pasta you want, any flavour you want. I'm going to put a little bit more pepper on that. It is completely up to you. But it's cheap, it's quick, and it's nice and easy. And as I said, if you do your white sauce prior, you've always got it in the freezer to hand. You don't even need to defrost it, because it's better coming out the bag frozen. It makes it a lot easier to deal with. I'm going to turn that up a little bit more. See, that is smelling really good. So it's like a cheap man's carbonara, but with some other bits, make it a little bit more interesting. Alright, I'm going to put the lid on that because I want the heat to get up. I'm just going to show you how well this pasta's cooked. This is really... I've got it slightly under because it's going in the pan and I don't want to overcook the pasta. Oh, but I was saying, you'll be able to taste the difference with this stuff compared to our normal stuff that we have on our shelves, which is quite dismal. Alright, I'm going to have to lock this in a minute because this is actually starting to get to me a bit. I'm just going to peel off a few of these and I'm going to give them a rinse because, well, the bottom isn't too bad. I'm going to cut the bottoms off anyway. So, as I said, the cold lettuce tends to be a little bit on the better side. Mixing it with the lolo gives it a really nice flavour. And you got your instant mixed salad. So, I just really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I was going to go out for dinner tonight. But I couldn't actually think where I was going to go. And well, I've been so disappointed with places lately. That I just don't want to feel like giving them my money. And it's really quite frustrating because I gotta be honest, it's not hard to cook, you know. And if you're taking people's money for it, it should be quite good. Alright, back to some more lolo. But yeah, this is the lolo I picked up 2 weeks ago. Holding it, like I said, does actually work. You're still feeding it. This lettuce hasn't gone floppy. It's still nice and hard. And that's £1.35 I've spent on lettuce for the last 2 weeks, which in my eyes is pretty good. So all I've got at the moment, as I said, I've got my knockoff carbonara cooking on the pan. As we all know, we don't really have mushrooms in carbonara, but I've got them there to use, and I'm going to use them. Also, just makes the dinner a little bit more tastier. I'll wait for that to get a little bit hotter. And I think I'm going to use the rest of this cold lettuce because I'm going to be putting some in the bottom of my dish for my dinner. I'm just going to rip it up. Don't need to worry about that. So here we've got that's what I like about the Lola Rossa. No matter what you do with it, it always looks nice. And it's a nice full lettuce. Looks like lots on the plate when you haven't got much on the plate. So, like that. There we are. I was going to be really piggy and put some of my potato salad on it, but I don't think potato salad, carbonara and pasta with all that carb on top would go down too well. So, I think we'll lay that off. Alright, this is looking good now. This is looking ready to add the pasta. Just gonna last bit of cause. And we are done. Again guys, this is just a quick little video. It's just an idea of what you can do when you got bits and bobs in the fridge and they don't quite make a meal. Mushrooms were looking a little sad. I've been dying to use that pasta. Mushrooms could do with a good using. And we're going to do this a little bit on the skinny side because I want this a little bit more shredded. My cutting is horrendous. And we're going to add pasta in, and that's it. I'm going to take a little bit of cause. There we are. The good thing about this, obviously I'm not eating the whole lot. You can save this, you can freeze it, you can have it cold if you really want to, but, put this in the bag. It's completely up to you, but you're going to get more than 1 mil out of it, and that's the whole point of it. It's making more than 1 mil out of this sauce. So we've got, that is nice now, that's looking good, that's bubbling away. Spilling it everywhere. Make sure it doesn't catch on the bottom. Let's add the pasta. And now I can leave the lid off it because I want this to thicken up a bit. what I wanted it to do with the lid on is just get some heat through, so this all the sauce is the same temperature. I'm using this pasta because of the way it's formed. I want all the sauce to go down those nice little holes that it's created and fill up with them. So when you bite into the pasta, you're going to get these nice little tastes of sauce in there. I'm going to leave that for a minute. That's that done. I think that's two little bits left of my lettuce, and that's it. And don't forget, guys, I've actually still got some in the fridge, which is still pretty much whole, and it's looking pretty good. So if you've got time, have a look at my last video. And I'm literally squeezing in, sorting out some lettuce while making some potato salad. And I'm showing you how you can make your lettuce last a little bit longer and you won't throw it out. And also, it's not then wasted money. So I do hate that when you have to throw things out. It's like the worst thing possible. So my mixed lettuce lasted, what did I do? So I bought it 2 weeks ago, bought that, chopped it up last week. So you're looking at, I got a good week out of my lettuce. And I've still got a whole lettuce to use in my fridge. Right, so we're going to let that chill. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Oh, I'm well happy with that. It's quite a simple, easy, bright colour for a meal. Just for changing the pasta. This is my leftover Oloroso. This is all the Oloroso that we've got left from buying it from the other week. No, I'm going south, darling. And it is still really hard, really crispy, and holding really well. And just by whipping off the bottom and giving it a little care before you put it away. Spend a little bit of time on your produce and it will last that lot longer. What was that for? Excuse me. As I said, guys, simple, easy, quick, cheap meal for you to do any time of the day, during the week. During these hot summer evenings that we're having, not everybody wants to cook. I don't all the time, hence why I eat a lot of pancakes, because they're quick, simple and easy. But this is just as easy, and I've actually made myself a meal. I'm going to decorate my salad and make that look pretty and sort myself out, because my mum very kindly bought me some brand new pyjamas, which I'm about to go and try on and see what they look like. Alright, guys, I really want to thank you for popping in. I really thank you for tuning in. It's really appreciated. I'm going to love and leave you because my dinner's ready now and I've got to get it together. But please comment on any of my videos. Subscribe if you fancy it and like the look of my page, if you like the look of my channel. And if you want a bit more, you can always head over to Instagram on my subscription channel. So I'm going to say bye. I'm going to say thank you very much, and hopefully this is going to work. Hey, we stopped recording, but we didn't stop recording on that bit. So, I'll speak to you later, guys. Take care. Bye. Argument with the stand, trying to get it out. There we go.